Buckle up, Pats Nation, because the ground in Foxborough is shaking with moves that nobody saw coming this offseason. What is happening behind the scenes at Gillette Stadium is going to define the fate of our dynasty for the next 5 years. And I am not even breaking a sweat with that take. We have got a brick wall arriving, a tough goodbye to a seasoned veteran, and a superstar saga that could flip everything we know about this offense on its head. Are you ready to dive into Mike Vrabel's new master plan? You're not going to believe what we have for you today. So grab a seat, smash that like button, and let's get right into the news. Also, make sure to hit subscribe, because we are closing in on that 1,000 subscriber goal, and your support is everything for our New England Patriots. The first bombshell dropped like a silent thunderclap in the middle of the night, while most of us were sleeping. The Patriots aren't just dipping their toes into free agency. They are sending a loud and clear message to the rest of the AFC. The front office locked down a 3-year, $42 million deal with offensive lineman Elijah Vera-Tucker. If you want to know where this franchise is headed, just look at this signing. We're talking about a massive investment to make sure our future is protected. But here's where the suspense starts to hit home for the fans. Why bet so much on a guy who, despite being a generational talent, has a medical history that would keep any doctor up at night? Vera-Tucker is what you call an elite risk. When he is on the field, he is a force of nature. A true Swiss Army knife capable of playing almost any spot on the line at a high level. The strategy here is crystal clear and absolutely vital. The survival of Drake May. There's no point in having a quarterback with a golden arm if he spends every Sunday running for his life. With AVT coming in, the offensive line puzzle finally starts to click, creating a pocket that can give May the time he needs to pick apart opposing secondaries. Picture the scene. Will Campbell on the left side, Jared Wilson at center, and now Vera-Tucker sliding into that guard spot. That is a wall you have to respect. However, we can't ignore the elephant in the room. In 5 seasons, he has dealt with 3 major injuries, playing in only about half of the possible games. It is a high-stakes gamble, a strategic all-in that shows the aggression of the new Vrabel era. If he stays healthy, the Patriots just pulled off the absolute steal of free agency. He was 3rd in the league in pressure rate allowed as a right guard. The fans are split between the hype of his talent and the fear of the training room. But one thing is for sure, New England is done playing it safe. We are building a team to win right now, and protecting our franchise quarterback is priority number 1, no matter the cost. This move is the foundation for everything coming our way in this wild season. And if you think that was the only major shakeup on the roster, get ready. Because this next one hits the identity and the heart of our elite defense. The NFL is a cold business, and today we felt the weight of that reality in the toughest way. The New England Patriots have officially informed outside linebacker Anthony Jennings of his release. It is a shock to the system, especially since Jennings was, alongside Mike Onwenu, one of the longest tenured guys in the building. A true survivor who made it through the Belichick and Mayo eras, and into the definitive transition with Vrabel. He wasn't just a player. He was a game captain and a total pro who earned everyone's respect with his quiet grind and his raw efficiency against the run. Letting a captain go right before such a massive season raises some immediate questions. What is the front office planning to do with that nearly $4 million in cap space they just cleared? This decision wasn't about a lack of talent. It was about a total overhaul of our defensive philosophy. The Patriots are looking for a defense that is faster, more aggressive, and most importantly, more versatile. With Draymond Jones coming in on a nearly $40 million deal, the room for old-school veterans like Jennings shrank fast. Jones and Harold Landry III are now the dynamic duo expected to hunt down quarterbacks, while young guys like Elijah Ponder and Braden Swinson get the green light to explode. It is a necessary passing of the torch, but it leaves a leadership void in the locker room that needs to be filled fast. Jennings was huge for us in the playoff hunt last year, showing up when the pressure was highest. Now, the strategy points toward the draft, where experts think we will find even deeper talent for that spot. The fans feel the loss of a warrior who never complained and always gave his all. But we get that to build the future. Sometimes you have to move on from the past. This financial move suggests something even bigger might be cooking. The salary cap has some room to breathe now, And those rumors of a blockbuster offensive signing are getting louder with those extra bucks in the pocket. Moving on from Jennings is a clear sign that nobody is safe, and that the hunt for defensive perfection under Vrabel is going to be aggressive. But if you think our aggression stops there, just wait until you hear what is going on in the hunt for a new #1 target for Drake May. The drama taking over New England just got a massive new chapter that caught everyone off guard. After we locked in an $80 million deal with Romeo Dew, most people figured our search for an elite receiver was over. Not even close. The name A.J. Brown is still echoing through the halls of Gillette Stadium with some serious momentum. Even after landing Dew, inside sources insist the Patriots haven't backed off their pursuit of the Philadelphia Eagles superstar. Just imagine the impact. An offense that already is due and could add an all-pro like Brown to be the true WR1 that Drake May deserves. The connection here goes deep. Brown and Coach Vrabel have a winning history back from their Tennessee days, and that relationship might be the ace up our sleeve. The Eagles are playing hardball, asking for first and second round picks, which has turned this whole thing into a high-stakes chess match. The Patriots are being patient, playing the long game with the clock and the cap, likely waiting for that post-June window to hammer out a deal that makes sense for both sides. There is a real tension in the air. Will we be the only team that can actually meet Philly's price and the players' demands? Analysts like Steve Smith are questioning if it's worth giving up that much draft capital. But icons like Rob Gronkowski have already made their call. With the receiver market getting thin, Brown is the missing piece to make the Patriots a lock for a Super Bowl run. Stephon Diggs moving on left a hole that Dew started to fill, but A.J. Brown would be the ultimate solution, a total nightmare for any defensive coordinator. Vrabel's strategy seems to be surrounding his rookie quarterback with as much talent as possible to make sure his development is legendary. The fans are losing it, refreshing social media every minute, waiting for the announcement that could change the level of this franchise. If we can pull this trade off, New England's offense goes from promising to terrifying in a heartbeat. Patience is our biggest weapon right now, but the clock is ticking and the hype is through the roof. Are we going to see that number 11 jersey lighting it up in Foxborough soon? The board is set, and the next move could be the checkmate we have been waiting for to get back to the top of the NFL. These are some wild days in Foxborough, where every move is shaping the future of our dynasty. The strategic addition of Vera-Tucker brings the protection Drake May needs, while the tough exit for Anthony Jennings makes room for a fresh, hungry defense under Vrabel. And what about the relentless hunt for A.J. Brown? It is proof that our ambition has no ceiling. We are building a roster balanced between high-end risk and pure talent. In your opinion, should the Patriots pull the trigger on those draft picks to land A.J. Brown right now? Drop a comment below, hit that subscribe button, and let's keep pushing toward the top together.